Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Pindi the MedTech, your favorite South African medical technologist, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm sure you're used to that by now. I tend to disappear a lot. Okay, that's just because life happens a lot to me as it does to everybody else. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about a very serious and some people might find sensitive topic, and that is unhealthy workplaces. Some people may call it toxic. I like to use the word unhealthy. Okay, so when you get to a place, like when you get a new job, you in most instances, actually more often than not, what I have found anyway in my experience is that when you first arrive at a new workplace, it's great, you're happy, you're so grateful, you're full of energy, and you're just so happy to have a job. And then within like a week or a few weeks or even a month or a few months sometimes, and then you start noticing certain things or certain patterns or certain behaviors towards you or towards your other colleagues by some of your colleagues, and eventually it gets to you and you're like, no, but this is unhealthy behavior. It gets to a point where you feel like waking up to go to work has become like this dreadful thing. There was a point in my life where I dreaded going to work because I thought, oh my God, I'm working with these people today, or I'm working with this person today, and the thought of having to have an exchange with that person just gives you a lot of anxiety because they are so unpleasant to work with, and it's very sad because in a lot of industries, what I've noticed actually in the medical technologist industry is that this industry is I don't want to call it small, but it's such a small world that in almost every sector, whether public or semi-public, or I don't even know if there's a semi-public sector, but public or private or semi-private or whatever, more often than not, actually almost all of the medical technologist friends I have always complain about one thing, other than pay, of course. It's the working environment. It's so unhealthy, and you wonder, like, how do we get there? Like, how does one person decide one day? Because this doesn't happen instantly. It happens gradually through like a series of events or just like a period of time. In my experience, it took like a year for me to notice the unhealthy patterns or behaviors, because within my first year of working, I wasn't really paying attention to things. I was just excited to have a job, and when time went on, I noticed that there are some things that they're just not right. So it's so sad because you find yourself questioning, but how does a person decide that I just want to be toxic today, or I just want to be unpleasant? You find instances where people they come to work one day, they're feeling whatever they're feeling, and they don't even greet you. I feel like that is just rude, because even if I'm going through things, I'm going through my stuff, the people that I work with, the people next to me, they don't know what I'm going through. I never explain to them that I'm going through. The least I could do is to just say hello and just go about my business if I don't want to talk about to them or about anything with them further. And it's even worse in the medical technologist industry because it is unfortunate you can't work on your own. At some point, you're gonna have to talk to your colleagues about something. Like, it doesn't have to be personal things. You're gonna have to talk to your colleagues about like work things, because it is a cycle, especially with medical technologists. We constantly have to talk to each other so that handovers, challenges that, or something that you don't understand, or something that you can't find, we constantly have to talk to each other. But some people just go out of their way to just make the environment very unpleasant for other people. And I ask myself, what is wrong? I have found that in my case, it's mostly people. I am such a bubbly person. I'm very confident and I'm very loud, and I found that it's people that are so threatened by my self-esteem that they feel the need to create unpleasantness like within the workplace between us. And it is so sad, because I always say that it's always great to work with confident people, because you can always learn something from them. And not just confident people, all kinds of people. We can learn all the time from all kinds of people, be it shy people, confident people, quiet people, loud people. Every day is an opportunity to learn something. But then some people, because they have low self-esteem, they feel threatened by people who don't have a low self-esteem. And it is exhausting. It is so exhausting, because the thought of going to work is like, oh God, like, do I have to? But it is what it is. And unfortunately for some of us, as much as we try, things don't just get better. They don't get better, they actually get worse. And then you find yourself and you're like, you know what, God, I give up. I'm only gonna talk to these people if and when I need to, but other than that, it's just hello and that's it. Because at some point you're gonna have to choose to be like better to yourself than other people, because you can only try so much to be accommodating. But it's so sad. I wish people could realize that when we go to work, it's not about us, especially those of us who work with people's lives on the daily. It's not about us, it's about the patient. And whatever issues or whatever feelings you have about me or the next person, you need to put that aside. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have emotions. Emotions are very important, but you need to be able to remember that your feelings towards a person or your colleague or whoever in your workplace is not the reason why you are at work. The major reason you are at work is for the patient. And I know that is such a controversial thing to say, because when people in higher positions want to blackmail you emotionally, or when they want to use it, they always say, "Hi, it's not about you, it's about the patient." But I feel like to be able to make our environments healthier and more pleasant for us, we need to remember that it is not about us. Yes, that statement applies, just not in all cases, you know. So I really wish and I pray that one day we all find work environments that are healthier for us, and they don't lead us to psychologists where we constantly need therapy just to be okay to go to work. I'm sending love and light to everybody, and it's love from me, Pindi, your favorite qualified South African medical technologist. Till the next video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more medical technologist content. Mwah.